Hello and welcome to a brand new race, this time in Dragon Trail. Without further ado, let's get it started. Alright, so let's go through Dragon Trail, the circuit. It's in Croatia, this track. It's an original track. It's not really well known, I think, outside the parlance of Gran Turismo. But it's a really nice track. I like the flow of it. And you'll see now my fastest lap in qualifying, of course. So coming here to the chicane of death, as it's called. It's a kind of a bus stop chicane here, but all with walls. You can see how close I am with that wall there. Really need to be very close to the wall there. Otherwise, you just lose momentum coming up here. So here, just before the curb starts there, you need to brake really hard. I actually broke a little bit late there. You can see I went to the top there. But all is good. So going now a little bit uphill, going through this sequence of corners. Now it's a really fast flowing left, right, left. So now coming in here, so this is the first right just after the 50. You want to turn in a little bit, not too much, because you take the curb and you might unsettle the car. Here going really close to that curb there, and here is all downhill, so you need to really apply the brakes as gingerly as you can, but as much as you can as well, because otherwise the car won't slow down. Here just before the curb there, you want to brake really hard to second gear, taking this curb here, rotating the car a little bit, and then full throttle. Going through this sequence of corners. Now we're in the last sector already, so coming up to the final part here, taking a right hander here, now braking really, going to this curb here, making the car rotate a little bit to this curb, rotate a little bit, and yeah, full throttle now all the way to the start finish line. So a very nice track here, very nice flow, slow chicanes, and also some fast chicanes as well. So yeah, ultimately it'll be a 1:38.9. So I really liked this lap here. It was really quick. I didn't expect to be this quick. I was in P number 6 there. But yeah, so really happy with that. Let's see how the sprint race would go. Okie dokie. So let's go to the sprint race. I think this is my highest start of the sprint race. I might have to correct myself. I don't know exactly. But yeah, so didn't really expect to start that high up. But let's see. Now 5 flights and away we go. So the Jaguar has a really good start there usually, so I'm still okay now. But there was a lot of complaints that happened in the last race in turn number 1, so I'm actually going really slowly here, and I think I went a little bit too slow for my liking there. Lost 1 position there ultimately, but all is still well. I think just 1 position is still better than nothing. So fast forwarding a little bit there, I'm giving a little bit of bump draft to the dude there. I apologize to him as well. There's a little bit of bump drafting here as well, a little bit of bump drafting there. But yeah, so now coming into this fast left, right, left, as I told in the qualifying as well. So now we will see the first, or actually the biggest incident that will happen to me here. I get a little bit of tap from behind from Velos there, and that ultimately went me up to the dude, and I also get another bash and another bash. So 3 crashes within 1 corner there. So let's maybe now see it from a different angle. And yeah, so now I'm using the rear view here. You can see Mortal Veloz there. Just gives me a little bit of a tap. That gives me a little bit of a tap then to the dude, and then Typos there. Just I don't know what was he thinking there. Just goes through me like he doesn't see me at all. Here again, just a little bit of tap there for Mortal Veloz, enough to make me go into the dude there. Didn't want to go through him there. The trifecta of killing there basically. So this dropped me all the way back to P14. But yeah, let's see how the race would go. So for this race, I did manage to get back up to P11 actually, because some people made some mistakes here and there. But that was pretty much where I kind of thought I would end up. So I decided to come into the pits to change to mediums. You usually don't need to pit for the sprint race, but I just wanted to go to the mediums to prepare me better for the feature race. So I just wanted to also then, so you can also start close to the end there. So the race finishes then. I finish in P13. So again, just to explain the strategy, because if you finish in P11, you don't get any points anyways. So that's why I thought maybe let's just start somewhere further behind and also prepare myself with a medium tire. So let's see if that will pay off. Let's go to the feature race. Alright, so after the calamities of the sprint race, let's hope to do a little bit better in the feature race. Starting in second. So this is what I was talking about just now. So I only have 1 guy in front of me, so of course in the start here is a rolling start as well, so it's a little bit easier to keep my place here. So so let's see how it would go in the first turning here. everyone has been advised to be a little bit easier, especially in lap 1 T1. But of course, as I mentioned, rolling start, usually you don't get bunched up too much here, and the Jaguar has also had good acceleration there, so I was not being threatened from behind, so I still keep my P number 2. Yep, so let's see then how the race would go. So of course, all good things must come to an end. I was kind of gapping Pasty there quite well, but here this chicane of these corners, these high speed corners there, I just made an error there and I lost a little bit of momentum there. So now Pasty is gonna get past me quite easily there. So I kind of go to the inside there, and yeah, I kind of had a bit of moment there at Pasty. I know I had to back out a bit more, but yeah, ultimately I gave him the position anyways. So now I'm just keeping behind Pasty there, so I'm not going to challenge him to the corner because I had a clash with him a little bit. But here I make a little bit of a mistake here. I'm in the wrong gear, so I just had a lot of understeer there, and went to the curb and spun the car. So this is the biggest mistake I made in this feature race, of course. But since it's so early in the race, everyone is so bunched up, so you lose a lot of positions, and now I'm back to P number 12 eventually. So really bad start so far. So as they say, there's only one way forward, and Nectar does the same mistake that I did in the last lap there, so losing him a lot of momentum, and I will get to the inside of him quite easily there into P number 11. So let's then jump to lap number 11. So this is my scheduled pit stop from mediums to soft. So nothing much to mention here, so it's just a normal stop. I will come in back out at somewhere in, I think, P number 12 as where it's shown now as well. So now in soft, P number 12. So the net race, I've now in P number 8, and so you can see now why it's called the dead chicane. So so I kind of just crashed into the dead chicane there, went too early to the right there, and lost to my position to P number 11. So I'll just show you now a clip of how you should tackle the corner, so really aggressively here. This is how you should do it, and not like how I did it. So all the momentum is lost here, so now I'm in P number 11, but it is what it is. So let's reset. You can see someone spinning there, like I also did in the lap number 4 there. So gaining one position now to P number 10. Let's go then now to lap number 20. So I'm really close to Typos there. You can see now the ultimate speed of the Jaguar. The Jaguar recently had an update where they buffed a little bit their BOP and the weight. So this really is helping the car a lot actually in the straights. It's quite a fast car in the straights. You can see I'm already clear of him. I'm going to the inside to protect my line as well. So now in P number 9. Let's jump one lap later. So we are going through this sequence of corners. You can see Bosnian there going really slow there. I think he has a little bit of a damage, so that's why now I'm going to P number 8. So I'm also really close to Turbo Boy there, so I think maybe he also has some damage, I don't know. So I'm going to the outside of him. It's actually a bad idea because the inside is much better, so I decide to back out of it there. Now I'm going to get a lot of understeer there, so it loses me a lot of momentum there. You can see that how important it is to be in the right place and right track. But P number 8. Okay, so let's start the last lap then. I'm already being challenged there by Bosnian there in the outside, so the outside becomes the inside for him there, so I don't close the inside there as good as I could. So really good move on him. Don't know if it's a combination of my tires also being almost dead there. So back to P number 9 there. Also Petronas livery there, so good there. So you can see the dead chicane there, also banging the wall a little bit there. So you can see that I think overall my pace was there. I think the pace was there, but just not consistent enough. You can see here Perry does a dive bomb there, but makes it stick. So a really good move there as well. Maybe I was caught napping there a little bit. Now down to P number 10. Just going back to the point there, I think in terms of the pace, I was really happy with the pace there, but very inconsistent. You might see there on the right hand side there is a lot of consistent pace there, but you need to be much faster there. You can see again, I'm just going to the grass there, just making this kind of small micro mistakes. Maybe it's just the tire also dying there a little bit towards the end, but at least in the start there, I shouldn't have made a lot of this kind of mistakes here. I'm still making a lot of mistakes, you can see there. Just need to be a little bit better there. Maybe more practice I think would help here. I didn't have a lot of practice in this track, to be honest, but I really did have good flow here. So maybe just need a bit more practice there to ultimately do better. But so I'm gonna come back in P number 10. I think after everything that happened, I would take P number 10. Some points gained, but much more that I could have got. Yeah, so P number 10. So yeah, a confirmation there again of the standings. Have to go to the next page, of course, to see this. But yeah, so it is what it is, P number 10. So finally, let's go to the standings there. So I'm currently in P number 12 overall. Yeah, again, like I've said in the last videos, I'm not really looking at the standings here. I'm just trying to take each race at a time, trying to get better and better, because tier 2 is really competitive. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video.